Pardon the interruption, folks. We experienced some minor technical difficulties while airing today's episode of Find Love or Die Trying. Oh, you posted what you saw before I crashed? Let's find out what viewer Usagi found or saw before before we were so rudely interrupted. Oh, that's actually funny. That's not what it was. But that was funny. Anyway, I'm gonna get back into announcer mode. Anyway, we are gonna hop right back into where we were. There might be a slight delay while we catch up back to where we left off, so enjoy this helpful recap. Brought to you by Prime Gaming. Oh, it's so far back. Oh no. It's so far back. Okay, well, how do I... Oh, wait, hold on. Skip. Oh, this is so much pain. This is so painful. This is pain. This is what real suffering is like. Oh, yeah, we're just gonna... Skip. No? Okay. Yep, come on then. At least you fixed the situation. That's what we said last time. Yep. It's amazing how quickly you can fast forward through these games. That previously took you hours. Oh my gosh, it's Danganronpa all over again. It's Danganronpa all over again. Come on. What does this do? I don't know what that does. Anyway, I'm just gonna... So, where we left off, our main man Reed made his rounds wooing his two potential soulmate candidates, Scarlet, the mysterious woman of silence, and Tara, the absolutely terrifying gaming prodigy. Where will their romance lead? No one knows. But what we do know is that at the end is either a lifetime of happiness or a very short life of regret. There's really not much I could say because the game crashed. Why did the game crash, guys? Someone tell me why the game crashed. Hey, let's save right here. Boop. And fast forward. Excuse me. Yeah, I still like Scarlet the most. We're not going to change anything. I am just going to haphazardly narrate things, because why not? Our producer Kat's been on the ground giving you, the audience, the face-to-face with Reed to see what's going on inside that head of his. As you can see, he's still a little trepidatious about the fact that he very well may die at the end of the show. But, as we say here on the Black Comp... Wow, we just lost an entire episode. The next day, there was an explosion. We're gonna save again. Let's just, because, I ain't gonna make the same mistake twice. Yes. Scarlet's great, and we both suffer from memory loss, and also she apparently did human experiments during the war. We get to see a special rendezvous between our main man Reed and his apparently front-running soulmate candidate, Scarlet, the woman of science. Here we have another conversation between our producer Kat and our main man Reed, as she struggled a bit to recall the events of the previous days after having a little too much fun last night. Shortly thereafter, our main man Reed and the terrifying gaming prodigy Tara got together for a little bit of a gaming demo. What started as a very, very awkward conversation quickly devolved into just quality time spent between two people. Two people as they helped each other achieve their dreams. Tara's dream of becoming a game dev, Reed's dream surviving this deadly game dating show. And we're gonna save again. Because you know what? You know what would be so funny? If someone, not me, because why would I do that to myself? But if I guess it would have to be, wouldn't it? Went through the old streams and found every moment where me not saving resulted in a moment like this, because it's happened multiple times. I'm not real happy about it. It went awesome. Shortly thereafter, our producer Kat got together with our main man Reed to talk about his date with the terrifying gaming prodigy Tara. And surprisingly, and some great news for all those Tara fans out there, Reed, maybe he's starting to change his tune a little bit. Starting to see Tara for the wonderful person we all already know her to be. After a fitful night's sleep, we come up to our 5th day and our 5th episode of Find Love or Die Trying. And we had literally just started the date with Scarlett. We are going to skip this though. I can't. How many times does this have to happen to me before I save on my own? Legitimately, how many times do I have to crash my game before realizing that I should just be saving constantly? Ugh. We hadn't even finished the story. We don't know what she picked. We don't know what choice she picked. Did she rule her kingdom and abandon her life of love? Or did she abandon her kingdom for the life of love? Anyway, we're gonna skip to where we were. Princess of Averanda sounds like a great fairy tale. Although it looks more like a manga than a fairy tale. Yep, come on. Do. Okay, here we go. Click. Alright. Here it is, where we left off. Nara's mother gives her an ultimatum. She can return to ruling the kingdom, but she can never leave again. Or she can leave now and never come back. And that's where the story ends? You never get to know what choice Nara makes. Literally, the game crashed right at there, as she was saying story. Kidding me. That's quite the cliffhanger. I want to know what happens next. Believe me too. I'm curious. What would you do in Nara's shoes? That's actually a hard question, because on the one hand, it's your life, but at the cost of the well-being of the kingdom, versus the kingdom and its prosperity at the cost of yourself. That's an interesting question. What would I do? I mean, me personally, I would stay. Reed would definitely leave. Reed doesn't have the kind of loyalty to a cause that, your boy Shandel does. But I genuinely don't think that that's a bad thing. Look, this is legitimately, and we're gonna get a little serious for a second. Like, legitimately, it's gonna sound weird, but I think there is, like, merit in a certain amount of selfishness. It's like, seriously, think about it. If you live your entire life selflessly, no, that's not the right way to put that. Let me try putting this another way. It's important to prioritize yourself and take care of yourself. And sometimes it's okay to make the choice that's better for you versus the choice that's better for everyone. It's like, It doesn't say here that they're doing poorly, just that they're doing worse than they were under her reign. And this is a binding choice, so she can never come back if she leaves, and she can never leave if she stays. I don't know. What would I do? Well, I'm going to put what I believe Reed would do. I think I'd leave and never come back. Interesting. Why is that? There's no point in living without love. Even if it was better for the kingdom for Nera to stay, it would guarantee her love could never be realized. And that's just too sad. I think the same way. I've loved this story ever since I lost my memories. I'm sure I don't have a kingdom or anything, but sometimes you wonder, you know? Let me just save. Excuse me. Alright, cool. Yeah, I get the same feeling too. That's just life, you know? You just have to keep moving forward. Yeah, you're right. I'm really happy that you're the one I get to move forward with, Reed. Me too, Scarlet. There's no one else I'd rather be with. Right here, right now. Ugh, the cheese! Oh, you're gonna give me lactose intolerancy. And speaking of right now, there's somewhere I want to bring you. Oh, is there? Where's that? I'll give you a hint. I've been thinking about this place ever since you mentioned that you loved fairy tales. What, the woods? Why is this mansion equipped with an aquarium dining facility? She's practically dancing around the room, taking in all the sights. It was impossible not to smile. I figured the Ocean Palace might be your thing. Ocean Palace? Scarlet practically jumped onto me and squeezed the life out of me in a deathly bear hug. Oh dear, so she's strong too. This is wonderful, Reed. Thank you so much. You've made everything so special in ways I honestly couldn't believe, but you did it. And this is just the beginning, Scarlet. We're in this together. I held Scarlet and kissed her on the lips. Ugh! Didn't expect that. We spent the rest of the night enjoying a lovely dinner in a place straight out of a fairy tale, with nothing but love in our hearts and laughter and smiles on our faces. I wonder if it's different with each replay, like if you do things in a different order. I can't wait to leave this island with you, Reed. I've never been this excited, this happy since ever. You make me feel like I'm living a fairy tale. Living in a fairy tale. You know, yeah. And what's that? Nope. 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 I was promised this game was PG. Alright, cool. We're fine. Wait, am I a crow? Why are you asking me if I'm a crowbar? You know I'm not a crowbar. Huh? Or am I? Maybe I'm just a sentient crowbar, piloting an apparatus. Who knows? Who can know? The truth behind my eyes. After today's date, I decided to take a stroll around the mansion. Oh, that's a new shot. The night was clear as could be. A light breeze made it just a bit chilly, but not enough that I'd need to put on more. I found myself fixating on the moon without thinking. I thought I'd find you out here. Why's that? Just a gut feeling. In the island-wide surveillance system. You just wanted to say something about crowbars? Big fan of crowbars. Ew. Not ew you. There's a notification that just dropped down, and I was like, ew, no. You doing okay? Yeah, I'm just thinking. I can't believe the show's almost over. Didn't feel real earlier today. Time sure flies, doesn't it? You've only got the last third date with Tara tomorrow. Then, the final ceremony on the day after that. Speaking of which, how was your date with Scarlet today? Alright. It was the best. My connection with Scarlet's one of a kind, and there's no one I'd rather be beside me than her. I am just assuming that this is what The Bachelor is like they talk to him between things. Do I know? No. Do I care? No. Will I ever watch The Bachelor out of curiosity? Unlikely. Being married to her would be like a dream come true. Well, aren't you a romantic, Reed? but I'm happy to hear that. You two, I'm sure that whatever you two face out there, you'll be fine, as long as you stick together. And if she stops turning people into zombies. Yeah, that's a conversation we have to have. Don't forget that in the prenup. Who knew that 3 dates were all you needed to figure out if a marriage would last? If this TV gig doesn't work out, maybe I should become a marriage counselor. Maybe not. Anyway, I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to get some work done tonight to prep for the ending of the show. I don't think the show's ending, right? There's no way. You know what? I could use some company, and it's not like you were up to anything. This is where the plot changes, isn't it? Kat reached out her hand to me, and I put my hand into hers on instinct. So she has to be the person from the memories, right? On instinct. She pulled me with her to the library. Now, you're probably wondering, why did I bring you here of all places? You like to read? Well, yes, but no. There's no internet for us goons, so here's where we store most of our information. Records of every single run of the show, building and security details, and most importantly, salary records. It's hidden in plain sight, as regular books. You need to know how to decipher them though. They're pretty useless to the average person. Interesting, and also a little unnecessary. Who here is going to read a book? I would. Oh, I knew the state of education was bad, but not this bad. It still doesn't answer why you brought me here. Well, you see, I have this lovely chair and table here that I do so love to work on. And it's truly, truly exhausting for me to get up from this lovely arrangement to have to fetch each book I need to reference. So, you want me to grab your books for you so you can just stay here. I'm so glad you understand. And you know, I'm doing everything I can to keep you alive. It's just a teeny favor. Couldn't help but laugh at her mock pout. Sure, Kat, it's the least I can do. Great. Alright, to start, I need you to grab me The Princess of Avaranda, 100 Easy Recipes for a Philosopher's Stone, and... Okay, so these are anime references. These are anime references, because 100 Easy Recipes for a Philosopher's Stone is referencing Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, because the Philosopher's Stone formula was hidden in the book about cooking. So what's the Princess of Avaranda? Why is that triggering a memory that I don't have? I regret everything. Ah, poor Reed. This must be the 100th batch of books I've had to deliver. It's been hours. Seriously, whoever designed this system should be shot. I tried to read a few of the books I was delivering, but like Kat said, they just seemed like regular books. And that's a wrap. Thanks for the help, Reed. I'll send you a thank you card for when you're off the island, or something. At that rate, that was pretty much slave labor. I like to think of it as more of an unpaid charity work. You've got one last date tomorrow. Don't mess it up. I'm curious, what's the first thing you're gonna do when you're out of here? Honestly, not sure. Maybe try to figure out what my life was before? Who knows? That's as good a start as any. Well, I gotta get back to editing. Not Reed. See you, Kat. Guess I'll head back to my room and call it a night. Oh wait, what's this? Interesting. I also should probably turn that off so that it stops distracting me. Very unprofessional, you know. Guess I'll head back to my room and call it a night. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. And the dream. The alarms were deafening. We planned for every possibility we could, but it wasn't enough. We made it to the ship, but it still wasn't enough. Our one saving grace, the ship, wouldn't start. Someone tampered with it, and there's no time to fix it. That's it then. I couldn't find the words to say. I love you. I love you too, Reed. I wish we could have met anywhere but here. She held me in her arms with the last of her strength. All that's left to do is wait. Goodbye, love. What? No name? Nothing? Oh, we're gonna save. You only get to burn me once. I woke up with Scarlet in my arms. What? I have to talk with oh, yeah. One more midnight walk. We ended up talking for hours. Morning, Scarlet. Oh, you're awake. Hi there, Reed. She was clearly half asleep. I want to invent something that puts this moment into a bottle. Forever. That's not how that should have been read. Then I'd repurpose a factory, mass produce it. Mwah, I love you. She dozed off as she embraced me in her arms and held me tight. We must have stayed there together for over an hour, but I wish it didn't pass by so fast. So happy, you know? I'm definitely being manipulated, by the way. I don't trust this for a minute. This game started saying, hey, there's a gun to your head. Not like a metaphorical gun. We have a physical gun to your head at every point in time. Everything is going too smoothly for something like that. No matter how this show ends, we won't be alone. What more could I ask for? I was terrified before, but now, I know everything will be alright. Couldn't say it better myself, Scarlet. Anyway, Kat wants you to go on a date with someone else by now, right? Yeah, sorry about that. Don't worry about it. Got an invention to deal with them later. Oh, wait, what? Oh, nothing. See you later, Reed. Did she build another gun, but this time it's lethal? Avian! Well, look who crawled out of an economy class airplane toilet. Ah, good morning to you too, Damien. Reed, don't mind him. Damien was just telling me the news. Your ratings are doing really well so far. At this rate, I really think you'll make it out of here. That's great news. I wouldn't celebrate just yet. Just because you've done well till now, don't mean you won't jump the shark today. Your ratings today need to be higher than they've ever been, or you'll get axed. Axed, literally, if I'm around when your number's up. Guess we'll find that out together, won't we? Later. Damien is my favorite thing. Sorry about him. He can be a little mean sometimes. You're all kind of holding a literal gun to my head. A murder threat is a little mean? Anyway, you ready for your last date with Tara? It's just this last date, then tomorrow, final ceremony. Ready as I'll ever be. Fantastic. Then we'll start filming right away. Good luck, Reed. You'll need it. Thanks, Kat. I owe you one. Time for my last date with Tara. There's no way there's only 7 chapters. There's no...
Do it! Make your dreams come true!
Welcome back, Usagi. Welcome back. It was real funny. I found Tara sleeping on the sofa in the games room. She looks so peaceful. Maybe I'll come back later. Zombies everywhere. Ah! She bolted up suddenly. Crazy dream? No kidding. I dreamed that we all got turned into zombies. Oh, she's having that dream again. Luckily, there's no way that could ever happen. Did you go to bed late? Hell yeah, spent all night working on the game. And I finally finished it too. Care to join me in testing it out? I, added some new features I'd like you to try. That sounds ominous. Sure, I'd love to. It looked like the same game I had played before. What am I looking for? You'll see. I started up the game. Oh no. Oh, okay. Moments later, I saw Tara's avatar run up to me. You've made it just in time. The new event's about to start. What's the new event? As if on cue, giant robotic pigeons flew from the sky and started to attack our avatars. Ah! I guess fight the pigeons? I ran towards the pigeons, preparing for the fight of a lifetime. Stand your ground. Don't worry, I got you. Tara pulled out a giant can of pigeon repellent? What? Whoa, I think something's bugged. It's not working at all. Guess I gotta fix that. While Tara was laughing at her own mistake, I was being lifted into the sky by the pigeons. I think I'm screwed. Where are these pigeons taking me? Tried to move my avatar, but there was no way to resist the death grip of the robo pigeon. Don't worry, they're about to fly into the territory of the maple syrup dragon. This game. What? Uh-oh. The screen lit up with a blast of flying maple syrup. I never thought I'd ever say something like that, but here we are. The syrup slammed into the pigeons and forcefully stuck their wings together. As a consequence, they started to fall to the ground at breakneck speed. Ah! Save me! Oh gosh, man after my own heart hadn't saved yet. Save me! I hadn't saved yet. Ah, I knew I forgot something. Forgot to add the ability to save. I'll have to write that down. Oh, on that note, I didn't mean to do that. My mouse just kind of jittered, but cool. We'll save right there. I'll have to write that down. As Tara took notes, I rapidly fell to my doom. I'm happy for you, but if you could just, for a minute. My avatar smacked into the ground, pigeon first, and died instantly. Instantly died on impact. Oh man, I had so much stuff. Is there at least a respawn mechanic? I've never died before in this game. Of course. Just hit the retry button. I pressed the button and watched the world around me reset to the village, sans the giant beasts of death. Except now, the village seemed 10 times bigger than before. Wait, when did the village get so big? And then it dawned on me. Wait, it's not the village that got big. I got small. Took a more careful look at my avatar. I was a pigeon again. I sighed deeply. At the same time, Tara was giggling like a child. We spent a few more hours testing out the rest of the game's new features. Thankfully, there were no more pigeon Easter eggs. There's one last thing I want to test out, if that's okay. Will it end with me getting turned into a pigeon? No. Just come with me. I followed her avatar to the cabin we shared in the woods. When we got there, she turned around, walked up to me, and held out an item I've never seen before. Yep, I knew it. She walked up to me and gave me an item called Ring of You're Pretty Cool. What's this? Let me try to explain. I came onto this show with no idea of what it was about. Personally, I thought it was stupid at first, but hanging out with you has been so much fun. Never really gotten to work on my hobbies with anybody till I met you. Honestly, I've never had someone to share all my crazy shit with, but you're different. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, you're pretty cool, and I hope we can keep doing this, even after the show is over. Sounds like a plan, Tara. I've got to say, you caught me off guard with this. Why's that? You giving this ring to me? Well, it could be a little misleading. You're not making any sense. What? That's not... Oh, whatever. We laughed together, then walked back to the mansion with a spring in our step. Wait, weren't you in the mansion? Played the day away, without a care in the world. Well, that's enough gaming for today. You up for a movie date? Sure. What do you want to watch? How about... Whoa. And then I saw something I'd never seen before and would never see again. What? The sky outside rapidly turned from orange to black as if it were water being drowned in the darkest ink. Then the bright sun in the sky went out like a candle in the wind. There a candle in the window on a cold dark summer's night. And I'm getting close. I'm sorry. Serious. Hold on. Serious face. Whoa. What's going on? She held my hand tight. I could feel that she was scared. No kidding. The sky just bled black blood. I didn't have a chance to respond before I heard a rush of footsteps coming toward us in the dark. No. Something isn't right. Oh no. We were surrounded. A familiar voice cut through the short silence of me holding my breath. I'm sorry, Reed. You just didn't make the cut. We've got to get out of here. Just make it quick, please. Reed, I'm scared. What's happening? I clasped her hand and as tight as I could. We need to get out of here. Come on. I didn't even make 3 steps before I was tackled down and cuffed behind my back. Reed, hold on, ow! I yelled at her to run, but she came back to try to help me. Can you see? Tara, you've got to get out of here, She screamed. They must have got her. It was no use. Even though she was right in front of me, I was powerless to get even an inch closer. They tackled her down in an instant. I heard the clink of cuffs as they dragged her away. I struggled with everything I had to get up, to save her, to run for what felt like an eternity. Then, nothing. Sweet mother of pod people. I woke up on an operating table. Kind you'd see in a nightmare. Blood splattered on the floor and the walls. Smell of disinfectant and rotting flesh. This is Scarlett's lab, right? That's what's going on here. There was a nearby table, littered with metal instruments that could make anybody talk. My first instinct was to get up and get off it as fast as possible, but my neck, hands, and legs were cuffed and pinned down in thick metal braces. I tried to force myself out with all my strength, but the braces didn't so much as budge. Hello? What's going on? Where am I? Tara, you there? All I heard back were the echoes of my own screams. Wherever I was, this place must be massive. Hey, Reed. Cat was holding some kind of helmet with thick wires extruding from the back of it. Don't worry, Tara's doing fine. She's just taking a little nap. Cat, what's going on? You've got to help me. I was just on my date with Tara when everything went dark and these guys fucking kidnapped us and... I know, Reed. I know. She sighed. You did good, but not good enough. That's pretty much it. Would it make you feel better to hear that you're the best one yet? I don't care. Get me out of here. At this point, there's no point explaining. She placed the helmet on my head carefully. Even if I wanted to stop her, the brace around my neck made it impossible to move. Please, Cat, don't do this. I could hear the hum of a massive generator turning on behind me. She raised her hand, revealing a trigger switch with a single red button. I just want to get out of here. I just want to get back to my life, whatever it is. Please. Not today, Reed. She pressed it. The sound of crashing waves, a world without time or color. I'm back. This time, it's as if I'm sitting in an audience, watching myself from afar. The escape had failed. I had been separated from her and captured. We really never had a chance, did we? I found myself praying that she's safe. If anything happened to her... For a moment, the world exploded with color. Always the hero, aren't you, Reed? What did you do to her? You should be more worried about yourself. You knew the rules. If you try to escape the island, you die. It didn't have to be like this, but you... I'm done talking. Goodbye, Reed. Oh, will you look at that. Looks like our little hero's got some life left in him. Oh, you know, Reed, you're in luck. Usually, I'd just kill you for this, but a new opportunity's just opened up, and I think you'd be the perfect fit. So today on Ideas of What's Going On, 0 have been found. Hey, don't just lie there. Just 5 more minutes. You're the star of the show! You can't just sleep through it. Watch me. No, that's how you want to play. It's on. Ow! Rise and shine, sleepyhead. Ow, ow, ow. Did you just hit me? What? Me? Never in a million years. Anyway, what was your name again? Oh, my name's... I can't remember my name. Really now? You've got to be joking. I'm dead serious. I can't remember a thing. Who knows? It might be for the better. Luckily, we've got your name on file. Reed? My name's Cap. It's nice to meet you. What did you miss? Well, so in the middle of the date with Tara, the sky went black. Every light source extinguished. We got kidnapped, knocked out. Then we woke up strapped to an operating table. Then Kat put a helmet on us, said, "You did good, just not good enough." Then she pushed some kind of trigger switch, which I'm assuming is like reset our memories. And now, instead of being dead, we are back here at the beginning of the game. You're the star of our new show. Find love or die trying. Let me get you up to speed. I guess your ratings dropped and they reset you. I have no idea if that is actually how the game worked. I don't know if it's like tracking the spiciness of any given thing. They killed you? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, by kill, they mean they're just going to reset you. That's my present theory anyway. So what I'm just going to do what my hope is, and I'm assuming that there's, like, for lack of a better term, a spiciness value set to every choice you make. And if the spiciness value does not equal the desired level of spice, this happens. Or else we've just lost the game and got the bad ending. I don't know. I don't know how much the game is. Or you died and the game just reset. No. So this was like all a straight line. So they strapped us to the table, pushed the button on the helmet thing, which I thought was just gonna, electric chair us. But then right after that, we saw Damon. He was like, "Normally I'd just kill you, but I think they've got a thing. So let's put you back." And then we literally went back to the start of the game where we were asleep. And then we got whacked, and now we're here. Yeah, and apparently Kat's a bad guy. I mean, obviously, Kat is a bad guy because she's working on the show, but she is more obviously a bad guy. Yeah, we've just been reset. How on earth did I get into this mess? I'm somehow stuck on an island in the middle of nowhere in an insane dating show from hell. From what Kat said, I'm dead meat if I can't finish the show with a fiance, or if the ratings aren't high enough. None of the girls in the show know the truth, and if they found out, they'd kill all of us. I like Kat's character design though. Oh yeah, in the character design department, this game's great. I love that. And there's not a character that I dislike, but I tend to hold a slight grudge when I get kidnapped, cuffed, and then have my memory reset. Call it a personal bias born from Danganronpa trauma. Why couldn't I wake up with no memories in a regular hospital like a regular drama protagonist? At least the girls seem nice. Allie's quite something. Something tells me she'll be hard to keep up with, and that's not just from losing a race to her in the field. A slight grudge? I mean, yeah, slight. Scarlett's interesting. I still have no idea if she was trying to read the magazine or the book hiding it. I'll figure that out later. Tara marches to the beat of her own drum. I like that. Violet's cool, but intimidating as hell. I'm pretty sure she's about to cook one of the brothers for dinner. Then there's Yui. She seems like a really sweet girl. Something about her is so familiar. She said she knew me from before. I'll have to ask her about what I was like before as soon as I can. But for now, show must go on. And that's why Reed is the perfect soulmate for each of you. I'm sorry, you just drew a bunch of numbers and symbols that don't mean anything. It's like the bullshit they show on screen in the movie. Yeah, this is just the beginning of the game again. Ah, you're late to the party, Reed. Now that we're all together, it's time to explain the rules of this show. Reed, one of the 5 lovely women here is your soulmate. You'll get to know 3 of the girls over the next 9 days over 3 dates with each of them. Then on the 10th day, you'll have to ask one of them to marry you. Guys, what is going on? This is different. I don't know why the slight increase in time and... Okay, I'm confused. This is so... This game just became 1,000% more interesting, and this game already had my complete attention. To the developer of this game. You were batting A's, you are now batting S's. S isn't even a grade on the American letter scale. You sir, or madam, I don't remember who it was. You sir or madam, you have earned an S. This game is great. This game is pushing all of the Danganronpa switches, and that is a good thing. So I've got 10 days to save my life. So without further ado, who do you want to spend time with? Wait, I have to choose already? I haven't even had the chance to really talk with any of them yet. Don't think of it that way. Think of it as who do you want to talk to the most right now? Alright. Well, I guess I'd like to spend today's alone time with... hold on just a second. I forgot to tell you something pretty important. She pulled me aside. This should be far enough. So, the girls think you'll be asking any of the 5 of them for a date, but you're not allowed to talk to... Yeah. I only want you to be talking to 3 of them. Basically, everybody but Scarlet and Tara. Why's that? Let's just say we think we'll be getting higher ratings that way. Wow. Wow. This is so cool. And you know how important it is to get high ratings, right? I don't really have a choice, do I? No? Glad we're on the same page, Reed. So, without further ado... So, yeah. I mean, yeah, cool. I was going to at least be talking to these 2, and then Allie is there. Walk back to the girls. Who do you want to go on your first date with? Do I want to do a democracy again? Let's not do a democracy. Childhood friend supremacy. Alright, we'll make it happen. Crowbar. Oh wait, why is she sighing? The forest to the north of the house was as serene as could be. With each step forward, I felt the soft earth give away beneath my feet, and the wind caress my skin. You just want a reason to choose Yui? I don't need a reason to choose Yui. The only reason Yui was not in the first batch is because you guys voted for Tara. I respected democracy, but now we're in the realm of Shandal. This is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship, and I dictate. Rage's internet went out. He's supporting you in spirit. Ah, thank you, buddy. Here's to Rage, the protagonist who really... Hold on, Can you hear this? Yes, you can. Alright, here's to Rage, the protagonist who picked the childhood friend. That little clicking sound was me clicking my mug of water against my microphone. I'm just saying crowbar so you know I'm still here, and to say crowbar. You can say whatever you want as long as you don't break chat guidelines. Why did my brain just completely power cycle? Okay, with each step forward, I felt the soft earth. We said that already. Green as far as the eye can see. And her, in a flowing white dress, standing in the middle of it all. As much as I like shots like that, that is cliche as it can get. Hi there, Reed. What you doing all the way out here? I was looking for you. I was hoping we could spend some time together. Then consider me the luckiest girl in the world. Wait, did he say that or did she say that? He said that. Oh, I'm gonna mix this up a lot. Yui had the cutest giggle. The kind that instantly put a smile on your face. I'm just gonna go out and say right now, she's probably killed quite a few people. I'm calling her as a, not a tsundere, as a serial killer. Well, you found me now. Here to join me for a walk? I'd like that. That's not what she's... Oh, that is what she's wearing in her character art. Started to walk down the forest path together. I couldn't help but be fascinated by her hair, flowing like water in the wind. I doubt you remember, but I'm from way out in the country. I grew up surrounded by animals. Nature, you name it. Well, I'm not mean unless you say something bad about Left 4 Dead 2, so don't think I'll break the chat guidelines. What are my... Hold on. This sounds really bad for me to say, but I do not actually remember my chat guidelines. Let's just, let me just check it. Because why not? No. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Opening this causes... Okay, I think I figured out what causes my thing to crash. And that's real annoying. But, yeah. Alright, it's literally just have fun, be respectful, no stuff. If an issue starts, end it, and yeah. Cool. Alright, now I'm gonna cancel that. Oh, but I can't fix it! Alright, I have to turn monitoring off. I will go insane if I hear this echo like this. Monitoring Go away. Be gone. Okay, cool. I will eventually turn that back on. There's just that slight echo again, and I hate it. I hate it so much, but it's fine. All right, back to the thing. It was just me, my grandma, and my 2 little brothers. Oh, and the alpacas, my bunnies Bun and Bun Bun, and the chickens, and too many farm animals to count. To answer your question from earlier, nature takes me back home. Do you still live there? Yep, wouldn't have it any other way. Though I had moved to the city for a bit way back when. You know, that's when I met you. How'd we meet? Well, you know, one thing I hated about the city is that everyone's in a rush. People just walk by each other as if they're obstacles to get past, instead of, well, people. I actually feel that. I was not raised in the country, but there is a decent amount of me that identifies as a country boy. As a good old-fashioned country boy. Hold on, let me shut that down. Oh, so wonderful. There's no quiet echo in the back of my ears driving me crazy. That's great. But yeah, I love the countryside. I love the country, and it's just one of my favorite things of all time. And yeah, this I feel completely. Like, it's just the way cities are. But, you know, I feel this train of thought. I mean, yeah, she's my favorite character so far. I came to the city alone. Didn't know left from right. And I got lost. I swear, every building looks the same. You can say that again. I'd try to ask people for directions to where I would live or where the school was, but no one would give me the time of day. Except for you. I helped you? Yeah, you didn't even know me, but you took the time to help me figure my way around. Gosh, I'd never been so embarrassed in my life. You were embarrassed? Oh, wait, why were you embarrassed? You know. Shy. Hmm? We found out later we went to the same high school, but we never talked too much after that. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh, it's not your fault, Reed. I had to move back home pretty soon after anyway. Well, I'm happy I'm getting a second chance to get to know you better, Yui. I feel the same way, Reed. I don't know why the urge to save has just come upon me, but it's there. I guess we can start using that other save file. And now I need to turn monitoring back on, otherwise I will go crazy. I can't hear my voice. Yeah, it's I go crazy if I can hear it wrong, and I go crazy if I can't hear it at all. Alright, cool. That's great, and best part, bonus points, it is no longer delayed. You're just like how I remember. Well, actually, the whole trying to date 5 girls at a time thing came out of nowhere, but life is full of surprises, I guess. It shouldn't take long to remove them from the equation. Whoop, what did we say? What did we say? Never doubt me. Well, actually, no, doubt me. But I was right. Sorry, what did you say? I couldn't hear you. Just a little joke. I was just saying, I'm so happy to see you again. Here's to the future. We spent the rest of the day taking in nature and making up for lost time. Apparently, I was always ending up in trouble back then. Real troublemaker. I guess not much has changed. Something about you made it so easy to open up. I found myself almost telling her the truth about the show several times. Wow. So instead of wanting to protect this precious human being, you almost got everybody here killed. Your wires are a little crossed there, buddy. Even though I couldn't tell her the whole truth, I could tell her just enough of what was worrying me to make me feel at home and at ease. Whatever's getting you down, I'm sure it'll all be okay. No matter what, I'm on your side, Reed. Oh, let me turn that down a bit. It's like this weird, I don't know. I assume most people don't have a lot of experience with being in, like, dead sound zones, but I'm, like, having that, like, weird thing where when you have anti-noise on, it's, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what the feeling is, but, like, the way my headphones are on my head right now are weird. I stumbled back to my room and plopped onto my bed. Who would be coming at this hour? I shuffled over in a haze. Hey there, Reed. Sorry to bother you this late. It's alright. What's up, Cat? Don't mind me. I'm just gonna make myself real comfortable. And she's on my bed. Walked by me and comfortably sat herself on my bed. I really gotta get one of these beds for myself already. I closed the door, then sat facing her on the opposite side of the bed. So, what brings you here tonight? Can't stop thinking about me? You wish. Unfortunately, it's my job to help you survive until the end of the show. And that means checking in with you every night to see how you're doing and make sure you're doing your best on ratings. That's nice of you. Thanks, Kat. Well, to be honest, I don't have a choice. Finding a new person to take your place would be a recruiting nightmare. Back to what I'm here for, your date today with Yui was a ratings knockout. People can't stop raving about your date with Yui today. I mean, mostly death threats, because they'd want to be in your position, but Nice to know that the outside world is safer than here. They're just jealous. Most people would dream of having someone like Yui be their soulmate candidate. Then again, it's no fun if this is just the Yui show. We need more drama, betrayal, romance. What? Huh? Huh? What? Tomorrow, I want you to find your soulmate, your second soulmate candidate, and ask them out on a date instead. Alright, sounds good to me. I would have expected you to want to spend more time with Yui, tomorrow, but I guess you understand your situation. Without those ratings getting higher and higher every day, they'll axe the show. And you. I guess that makes sense in some twisted way. I'm impressed at how well you took that. I'd almost think it wasn't your first time on a life or death killing dating show. Well, that's pretty much it. That's all I needed to tell you. It's getting late, and we've both got big days tomorrow. I'll see you then. Night, Reed. Good. She was gone before I had the chance to finish. So I just came out of here from Doki Doki Literature Club. Let's make sure we triple check. Yes, that did happen. What is going on? What is going on? I refuse to believe that was a mistake. Could it have been? Maybe. This is a free game that came out semi-ish recently, but also, guess it's time to call it a night. More memories. Sound of waves. Hey, I can hear her call out to me within a dream. It's you. That jump scared me last time too. I love you, Reed. That's new. I always will. And I'll always love you too. My mouth moves on its own. Even if there's so many other women on this show, they could never be you. I held her tight and kissed her. Promise? I promise. Promises are unbreakable, you know? That's what you told me. I meant every word I said. She smiled at me. You better have. Your face is becoming clearer to me with every day that goes by. I know you're here with me, but which one are you? In the morning, the girls and I decide to hang out in the garden outside the house. Just a quick aside, who created this genre of thing? Not the dating sim thing. That, I'm pretty sure, came in, I don't know, I don't really care. Talking specifically about these reality TV dating shows. Like, it makes no sense to me as someone who claims to be a human being with fully functioning brain cells and all that good stuff. Oh, wow, there's all kinds of flowers here that I've never seen before. Really? You've never seen a tulip? Grandma and I only grew, hyacinths back home, so nope. Not even on the internet? And I thought I had to get out more. I can believe that. The only flowers I ever work with are Venus flytraps. Those are technically flowers. What do you do with those? Well, we do a lot of experiments at the lab. And don't you ever find yourself thinking, wouldn't it be cool to make a Venus flytrap that could walk? Talk? Is that a Little Shop of Horrors reference? Probably not, but it might be. Literally never. Ah, it's whatever. She ran away 2 years ago. The plant? Both my neighbors lost their pets' cats the same day, too. I miss you, Fluffy. I assume that's what you named the thing. You sure they were lost? He's ready. Thanks, Violet. I got a cup for everybody. The aroma from the tea really worked up my appetite. I have prepared some treats for us as well. Please enjoy. We spent the rest of the morning eating delicious treats and sipping on delicious tea as we theorized what might have happened to Fluffy. Personally, my money's on the felines being the culprits. Every cat I've met has a nasty surprise up their sleeve. That's a funny thing. Boom. There you are, Reed. I've been looking for you. It's time to decide who's your second soulmate candidate. Cat moved in closer to whisper. Not like you really have a choice, though. So, without further ado, Reed, who's the unlucky girl? I'd like to spend some time today with... Sure, let's do a democracy, why not? Also, because I have to adjust my headset real quick, why don't you guys, tell me who you think, don't fall, who you think should be the next candidate while I adjust my headphones and continue talking. I just can't hear anything. Ooh, wow. My head feels so much better after getting that off. Whee. Alright, cool. Whee. Let's jump right back into it. Looks like I'm speaking and moving a little too quickly for chat. So, I'm going to... Sure, we'll flip a coin. Head Alley, Tails, Violet. It's Tails. We're going with Violet. Violet. All right. Why does she look so thrilled? All right, microphone moved. All right, we'll make it happen. Give us a minute to set up the scene, then go find her. The other first date we did was zombie apocalypse. So let's find out what happens next. Wait, where are the brothers 5? Where are the best boys? Where are the best boys? Where are they? No, give them back to me. Give me back my boys. Give them back, please. I had just gone outside the mansion to find Violet. Then a white limousine drove up and stopped in front of me. Where is the limo coming from? There he is! One stepped out from the driver's seat and walked towards me. Reed, good day. Please do enter. What's with the formal talk? Please just get in the car, Reed. You already heard what she did to my bro. He opened the passenger door and ushered me inside. I shrugged and went inside. What's the worst that could happen on a death game dating show? We sat in silence as one drove me to what looked like some sort of fancy restaurant, then escorted me inside. Bonjour, suitor. I trust my new butler brought you here safely? Yeah, he did. What's going on, Violet? I thought it would be nice to give you a chance to have... some alone time with the star of the show is all. I'm told this is what people do when they are courting. Have you ever been on a date before? Of course I have, and I've read all the manuals on the subject. I'll have you know, I've studied every book of the Lusty New Asian Maid series and know them all by heart. What? The huh? Nani the what? Okay. Impressed, I'm sure. I mean, I'm impressed that she knows them all by heart, so sure. I'm impressed, Violet. Oh, what have I done? Oh, it was nothing. Pardon my interruption. I've brought your food. Please be seated, honored guests. Violet and I sat at the table in the center of the palace, as one placed each dish onto the table, one by one. He seemed to linger over the meatballs as he brought them over. Thank you, one. Oh no. Oh no. Please, don't hold yourself back. Don't think I will. This food looks incredible, and probably worth more than my life. You're right, on both counts, Reed. I'm ecstatic you like the assortment. I planned it myself. You're a chef? You could say that. What do you mean? Anyway, tell me more about yourself, Reed. There's not too much to say. Amnesia's a hell of a drug. You do not remember your past? Is she French? Is that how I'm supposed to... We'll do that. Yeah, bummer, right? Then rest assured, I will find the finest scientists in all the land to help you recover your memory when it is over. That would be great. Thanks, Violet. Think nothing of it. It is the duty of those with more to give back, no? Oh wow, the French actually fits her speech pattern so much better. So, have you ever thought, perchance, this is actually a blessing in disguise? What do you mean? Many of us would be happier not to know what drags us down. That may be true, but still, I need to know. You sound just like the reference examples in the romance manuals. Consider me impressed. You know, those manuals are just regular old fiction novels, right? You're quite funny, Reed. An admirable trait to have. I like that. Anyway, you haven't told me about yourself, Violet. Who are you? What do you do for fun? I'd like to know. Being the scion of the Valentines does not leave much time for fun, I'm afraid. Even on this show, I spend most of my waking hours managing the Valentine's restaurant business. But I suppose, if I have a spell of time, I enjoy... baking. I don't get it. Why are you embarrassed by liking baking? Everybody has a hobby. Baking is something of a servant hobby, according to my parents. When they found out I was enjoying that, well, they made sure to stop me from doing it ever again, with all the restaurant work. It's a bit ironic, isn't it? You know what? I do know of what, but what do you mean? Who cares what your parents think? Here on this island, a million miles out, they can't stop you. How about we find some time together to bake up for lost time? Reed, I hate you so much. She laughed like a child. That would be wonderful, wonderful, Reed. I'll make some time on my calendar for you. What calendar? You are on a deserted island. Oh my gosh. Okay. We spent the next few hours enjoying the finest meal that money could buy. Each course was better than the last. Just like each chapter of the Nope, according to Violet. Something to... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's no way. Oh my gosh. I think this is a reference to, I think that's a reference to the Elder Scrolls games. Oh my gosh. I'm just... In my heart of hearts, I am just going to assume that's a reference to the Elder Scrolls games, and I love that. Something tells me the same applies to every moment I'll share together with Violet. Oh my gosh, I really hope that's what that is. I was about to enter my room when I felt a familiar tap on my shoulder. Hey there, Reed. You got a minute? Let me just make sure you or your Violet see me come in here for... let me just make sure you or your Violet see me come in here. Fan some flames. Sorry, what? Cat looked around, smiled, then went into my room. I followed suit. First, the good news. Thanks to my plan, we've gotten enough ratings to avoid early canning. People loved it when you were... Ugh. I keep choking on my words. People loved it when you and Yuri were the main ship, but loved it even more after Violet kicked off this competition. I'm glad I get to live another day. For now, at least. But that can change on a dime, so keep it up. Also, I'm curious. How are you feeling about Yui and Violet? Between those two, do you have a favorite? My favorite is Yui, the childhood friend, and also the one with the most, what's the term? The most potential for being a serial killer. Cool down. How dare you tell me to cool down, Mello? Also, hi, welcome back. Great to see you. I'm doing the cat voice, excuse me. It's Yui, you know? It's practically self-explanatory. She's the best. Oh, yeah. Ah, I had a feeling you'd say that, and you're right to say that. No. Oh my god. You know what? I came prepared. I still have water, and I need to hydrate. I'll get you some ASMR. Didn't work, but I also didn't accidentally spill water into my mic, so I'm gonna consider that a win. I took 2 sips for y'all. 2 sips. Well, we'll see where things go with Yui. Something tells me you'll get the chance to hang out with her again soon. What was that sound? Or that thing? Whatever. Anyway, that's it for today. Keep it up, and who knows? You might just be the first one to make it out of here. Night, Reed. Good night, Cat. So, I'm going to assume that the first time they only had us pick one person to hang out with. Then they had us do 2, and that was where the game started. Now we're doing 3. Are we gonna... Well, no, because we've hung out with everybody after this. And what does it mean the first one to make it out? Like, the first one of me? Are they just resetting reads? Do we just have, like, a room full... Well, I guess not a room full. Are we just erasing Reed's mind every time the ratings get slightly low? Or is that part of the show? What's real? What's not? I don't know. I don't know! Guess it's time to turn in for the night. Sometimes, the most precious moments are the most mundane. It's just the 2 of us, spending the evening together in the games room. I'm reading a book and at the same time watching her rage against an opponent in a fighting game. It's fun to watch her savor each victory, or explode with profanity when she loses. Imagine it being like Doki Doki. It literally is, though. Life is good. It's times like these where you wish life could always be this simple. I didn't know where the auto function was, and I'm so glad that it's here. Sometimes, in those moments, people wish for more excitement. For fame, fortune, anything but the ordinary. But all I want is the ordinary with you. Fuck you! I love this woman so much. Except for the suicide part. Yes, that is true. There has not as of yet been a suicide section. Saving. Wait. So he has memories of... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I figured it out. Okay, so what they're doing is he has gone through this multiple times, so each of his memories are of a different person. Because the memories this time are of Terra. Before, I assumed it was Yui. I don't actually know. I don't... There was not really much for me to grasp onto there. I guess we could assume the first one was Allie, because the first one was like, she wanted to escape and see what the world was like outside. And then there was a daring escape attempt that failed, which was very actiony. And Allie is the more physical one. She's the fitness nut who's super fast and strong and all that. And that would make sense with the last of her strength comment. Hold on, just close. Thank you. This thing keeps breaking. Yeah, so he's each time he's going to hold on. Wait. What are they saying? Okay. No, What happened? Okay. Yeah. We're just going back. Let's go. Come on. All right, cool. Then you set the meat around 300 degrees for 40 minutes. Okay, got it. Tara furiously scribbled down notes. Wait a minute. Couldn't I just cook it for 600 degrees for 20 minutes? That's not quite how this works, I'm afraid. But the math checks out. What's going on? Oh, good morning, Reed. How do you do? It's not French. It's a terrible French accent, but we're going with it. I'm teaching Tara the proper way to prepare a pot roast. So far, I'd say it's going pretty well. Tara will be the one to prepare lunch today, instead of me. Tara turned one of the dials on the stove as far as it would go to the right. And the student has surpassed the master. On second thought, perhaps I'll prepare an alternative course. One moment, please. O ye of little faith. Click. Thank you. Time for the moment of truth. Lunch is served. Silence. Tara was nervously clasping her hands tight. All of the gasps. It's delicious. I did it! Oh my gosh! Tara did a little dance in celebration and gave Violet a high five. Should I become a food blogger? I'm a cooking savant. This talent shouldn't be wasted. Psst. Hey, Violet. What is it, Reed? Is this what you cooked, or is this what Tara cooked? Violet smiled and winked at me. I don't know what you're talking about. She sipped on her soup contently. I couldn't help but smile back at her. Damn, this was the best meal I've ever had. Granted, my memory only goes back about 3 days, but still, it counts for something. I'm hungry. Doom, doom. I found Kat in the same place she found me yesterday. Morning, Reed. It's time to decide who's your last soulmate candidate. Last? Oh man, I'm gonna make a killing from today's bet with 4. Poor guy, he doesn't know how you... Oh, you poor guy. Oh, the poor guy. He doesn't know you've been rigging the show? What he doesn't know can't hurt him. It literally is. Anyway, after you make your choice, it'll just be between 3 soulmate candidates from here on out. Wait, just a second. Wait, just a second. What does... I thought that somebody would ask, so let me explain. If you don't get chosen, we'll make the rest of the show a tropical getaway for you. You'll still be able to see the other girls and live in the mansion, so really, it's no big deal. Tara did a little fist bump. So without further ado, Reed, who's the last unlucky girl? Oh yeah, because we've just done 2. I'd like to spend some time today with... We will do Allie. And let me see the runtime. Yep. Cool. So after this date with Allie, we'll probably end there. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Well, make it happen. Let's get the cameras rolling, people. We're in for a bumpy ride. Now, be a dear and give us a minute to set up the scene, Bloody TV. How I let Allie talk me into this, I'll never know. You sure this is a good idea? There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Allie grabbed my hand and pulled me towards the slope of the hill. Relax, Reed. What's the worst that could happen? Well, I could die. Would it be too much to ask to be in a TV show that didn't end up with me dead? Don't worry, I've got you. Oh shit! Allie slipped on her rollerblades, pulling me down the hill with her. I tried to step back up on reflex. I tried to step back up on reflex, but it was all I could do to stand up with the rollerblades. Oh! We started rolling down the hill, faster and faster and faster. Allie was rolling down the hill backwards at full speed. I could see panic in her eyes. I couldn't figure out how to stop. We were going faster and faster. I screamed. Allie laughed and pointed at me. Gosh, your face is priceless. I love it. Hold on. Allie turned around effortlessly and somehow glided next to me without ever having let go of my hand. Our breakneck pace became slower and slower as she steered us back and forth repeatedly. Before I knew it, we were gliding down the road smoothly. The wind felt so nice. Way to use the suspension bridge effect there, Al. Now you've got the hang of it. You've got a funny way of teaching. The best way to teach a bird to fly is throwing it off a cliff, no? That's definitely a way of looking at it. Don't worry about it. You weren't ever in danger. You've been rollerblading for a long time? Nope. I actually just learned how to today. What was that about never being in danger? Shh. You're quite the daredevil, ain't you? What gave that away? She laughed as she slapped me on the back. You know, you're a pretty quick learner. You picked up rollerblading almost as fast as I did. Well, I've got a pretty great teacher. I won't start complimenting her yet. It's a lot of fun hanging out with you, Allie. Okay. There's so little chemistry I'm feeling here. Whatever. Shucks, I feel the same way, Reed. It's great to be around someone willing to go out on an adventure. The world's gone crazy. We're all gonna die. You might as well be around people that make life worth living. Couldn't say it better myself. You know, I bet you can't skate backwards. Allie reversed and started skating backwards as if to taunt me. Oh, why is that? I just think it's a bit too scary for a person who screams when they start going down a little bump. I'm Reed and I can't handle a little bump. Oh yeah, help me. Come on, it was a hill. Yeah. I felt a fire light inside me. Bring it on, Allie. He's gonna get a concussion. That's best case scenario. Oh, are you sure? Did I stutter? Hold on. Did I stutter? There comes a time in every person's life where we know we're taking a stupid bet, but do it anyway. Yep, I had that moment, and I vowed to never do it again. With the power of misplaced confidence and adrenaline, I jumped high into the air and died. Oh, what do we want to do? Backflip or a 360 rotation? So the cooler thing is the backflip, which will also end in death. The 360 rotation seems like the... Okay, didn't hear that before. We'll flip another coin. Heads 360, tails backflip. Oh wait. Why did it go dark? Tails? Alright, tails, it's a backflip. Hold on, I'm gonna save again. Okie dokie. Also, why did my thing just go dark? Okay, cool, we're fine. It's a backflip, and did a backflip. Wait, am I doing a flip, or is the world flipping? I'm not sure. Then it dawned on me. Oh, oh dear. Memory sequence activated. No, I won't let you kill Reed. What? You're gonna wish we had. What the hell? You're up. You okay, Reed? Try not to move. You're a little banged up right now, but you'll be just fine in no time. Kat and I treated your injuries pretty well, if I do say so myself. What happened? You, well, skated backwards. We're defining skating quite liberally, huh? How'd I get here? I carried you here. Oh man, my head. Take it easy. It's only been a few hours since you KO'd yourself. Well, it's sort of my fault, but I made you some food, so it should help you get your strength back up quick. Thanks, Al. It's really nice of you. Don't expect something like that. Don't expect something that Violet would make. All I can promise is that the food is probably healthier than my last suggestion before you knock yourself out. I'll take my chances. I took a bite of the food cautiously. I'm dying. For a moment, Allie was wide-eyed with shock and horror. Just messing with you. Food's delicious. Thanks, Allie. I just figured I'd get a little bit of payback. You know, no one forced you to jump. She laughed and slapped me on the shoulder, then ran her hand through my hair and scratched it. What is it with these overly intimate... Oh my gosh. I found myself smiling and admiring the blue of her eyes. Am I just weird? Am I just not very touchy? That just felt weird. That just felt like it was a little too personal for someone who's had two singular interactions. I'm looking forward to our next adventure, Reed. But promise not to be too stupid again, okay? I'll try my best, but people can't help doing stupid things to impress a pretty girl. I guess impressed is what we'll call it. We spent the rest of the day making fun of each other for how stupid we were being. Somehow, Allie could take the ordinary and turn it into an adventure. I was laughing so hard that I could barely feel any pain. Oh, you'll feel it, bud. Before I knew it, it was nighttime. After today's date, I went out for a short walk outside the mansion. And, oh, cat, I meant to click save. Yeah, sure. Well, we'll do that. Because why not? Oh, hey, Reed. Hey, cat, what's up? Well, let's not waste any time. I gotta get back to editing, and you know what I want to hear. I know you was your favorite till now, but maybe Allie has shake things up a bit. Who's number one now? I mean, I actually liked the Allie. Okay, just for the sake of experimenting. So I feel like if we keep one person as the frontliner the entire time, okay, straight up down, which of the two that I would have enjoyed more? Probably the roller skating. But which of the two people that I'm enjoying more is still Yui. But we'll say Allie just to test it. Though I've known her for less time, I think Allie more than Yuri now. Yui. She makes every moment exciting, and I just can't get enough of that. Can't wait to see her again. You really do change your mind like the wind, huh? Doesn't matter to me, though. I'm your producer, not your life coach. Anyway, I've got good news that you might be interested in. What's that? My plan was a success. Having 3 soulmate candidates has worked magic for our ratings. Which, of course, means the show will go on. That's awesome. So, safe now? Just for now. We're not out of the woods yet. We need to make sure the next stretch of the show rates even higher. It's time for phase 2. Over the next 3 days, you'll go on a second date with each of you, Violet and Allie. Just imagine how much higher our ratings would be if our viewers got to see even more of their favorites falling in love. Just imagine that sweet revenue, that sweet ad revenue rolling in. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Sound good to you? Sounds like a plan to me. Good, that's what I like to hear. Tomorrow morning, I'll be asking you who you want to have your first second date with. Put some thought into that. Sometimes the order of content is just as important as the content itself for ratings. Will do. Thanks, Kat. No biggie. Gotta get back to work, so I'll see you later. Nah. I waved goodbye to her as she walked away from the mansion. Guess it's time to turn in for the night. Okay, cool. I think we're gonna save right there. We're going to save right there. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to this episode of Find Love or Die Trying. We'll be back. When? Who knows? I don't. Certainly. But we will be back as soon as is humanly possible so that we can see what happens next on this crazy ride. But until then, it's been me, your host, Chandelarian, with my co-hosts, Chandelarian and Chandelarian. Tomorrow we'll be back with a different show for y'all, but I hope it'll be just as entertaining as this one was. Be back around 2 p.m. If everything goes as planned, we'll be back around 2 p.m. tomorrow with Anno Mutationem. I don't know if I'm saying that word right. Hope to see you all then. Until then, have a great rest of your day, night, afternoon, whatever time of day it is where you lovely people are, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.